Hi guys, welcome back. I wanted to do something different this week because this week, to be honest, I have been very low energy and having trouble sleeping. So I have not been trying too much stuff in the kitchen. Today, I'm going to update you on my weight. So my weight is now 148, which is down from the 151 a few weeks ago. It is going slow. I am getting down to, I have 10 more pounds till goal weight. But good news is on the BMI, I'm finally considered not overweight, but normal weight for my height. Yay! So that's like a whole celebration. Today, I wanted to do a story time, and I'm sure that's why some of you clicked the video because you want to hear my story time. Okay, so for the story time, I'm going to tell you about the mean girls from school. This was high school. I think it was my either junior or senior year. I think maybe it was the junior year. Heck, I don't know. But anyways, so this was a very small, cliquey school. So we had 3 lunch periods, A, B, C, and you got put in one of them for the whole year. And if you're like me, you have like 2 friends and you associate with them, and that was basically it. You know, my social battery would be very drained if I had multiple friends. And I'm still like this to this day, you know, like that energy is finite. I get put in the lunch period, of course they're not in it, and I'm like, crap, where do I sit? Because you just can't sit anywhere because they will be quick to tell you, you're not part of this clique, you need to move. So I see a girl that I was friends with. I became her friend in about 4th grade. It lasted. We were very, very close till about middle school. And then we both started hanging out with different people because she was going through, you know, her dad was sick and things like that. So anyways, she's sitting at this table with her new clique. And I'm like, okay, this is the only person I had a past connection with. Maybe they'll let me sit there just so I can eat lunch and get through this year without terrible embarrassment of hopping tables, being told to leave because I wasn't part of the group. So I sit down and everything's fine for like a couple weeks. But I don't know. I don't even know if it was a couple weeks. Maybe it was only a couple days. I don't remember. But her one friend, which I had a run in before, if you want, stay tuned, I will tell you about before with this run in with Iz. And Iz rhymes with Isabeth. I'm sure you can figure out the name. And we'll call the other one Jen. Jen's the real friend. So I guess Iz has this problem, and you'll find out in the next round what this problem is. Has a problem with me. So I could not tell you why, because I cannot think of more than 3 sentences I ever said to the person, if there was even 3 sentences said to her. Like I said, I didn't intermingle. I'm very introverted. I stick to myself. Personality type, if you want to know, is INTJ. We're not the most outgoing. You know, we gotta be put on the charger for a long period of time to be able to do the things with the people. And we have fun when we do it, but, you know, then the batteries sap back down to 0 and we need to recharge with some more alone time. So, can't tell you why this girl doesn't like me. Can't tell you for the life of me. Never had any really run-ins with her besides the other story I'll tell you. So I guess she told Jen she does not want me sitting there. So that sucked. That sucked bad. Not only did it suck kind of because, you know, rejection, that's never fun, but I also don't take things too personally. I'm just like, whatever. So I had nowhere else to sit. This was the real problem. And what I did was you could go to the library and you could get a pass to leave lunch so you could do studying or any work if you had work overflow, right? But you can't eat in the library. So for the rest of the year, I could not eat lunch. I was just hungry till I went home. And Okay, so anyways, you probably want some background. So this is the background story, which will really paint the picture of who is and why and how this turned into a lesson for my son. So previously, I had a new friend. We're gonna call her Sia because her name started with an S, so that works. So I had a homeroom or something. I think it was homeroom, which you're supposed to be studying, of course, but we liked The Sims. So that's what we would talk about. And me and Sia had so much fun. I used to go on like the messaging boards where like the creators would do a Q&A, and we were like awaiting Sims 2 being released. And yeah, we were so excited. I'd be like, oh, look at this Q&A I read. They said that this feature is going to be in the game. And we were just like, oh, we loved The Sims. And that was our thing. So I invited her to like come over and like hang out with me or whatever. And then she was supposed to, in a couple days or whatever, on a weekend, like our parents agreed. But then she gives me this note, and it was probably the most heartbreaking letter I have ever received. It was crushing. She wrote, "My friend says that you are clingy and that I should not be friends with you, so I do not wish to talk to you anymore." So now this is 2 friends that she has blocked me from. I had a really strong relationship before, but she was cutting it off in high school. This other one was in middle school. I was forming a friendship with her, and she was wanting to come to my house, but then intervened. Now, what I taught my son was, because I had literally had no interaction with I was never her friend at any point in time. I did not do the same clubs. I did not run with the same friends, except for those 2 points, which were the 2 times I shared a friend with her. So what does this say about I was trying to teach my son that, because it's like, obviously she didn't have a personal experience with me to dislike me at that time. So what this really says is it's not about you, right? It's not so much about you when people are mistreating you in ways. A lot of the time, it's about them. So what does this say about them? And this is how I taught my son. I was like, had I done things that would have constituted this kind of treatment, then I would have deserved it. But the fact that I had like no communication with her, she didn't even know who I was. So she's never said more than, I don't remember ever having a conversation with her or working on a project with her or anything. So like, what does this say about her? What it says about her is she is a very controlling friend. She is very jealous. She does not like her friends becoming close to new people. It was a very controlling situation. Clearly, she had some issues going on, because this went from middle school to high school? That's crazy. Like, why are you so jealous of me? It's almost like, you ever see those jealous girlfriends that are like, oh, you can't talk to anybody ever because they have insecurities within themselves. Hers was like the next level, I assume, that it was with her friends as well. And I don't wish her anything bad. I hope that she eventually learn that, hey, your friends are your friends because they truly like you and they enjoy being around you. And just because they want to talk to me does not mean you need to intervene or that you'll be forgotten. If anything, you could have been my friend too at that time. You didn't have to do what you did to maintain your friendships. You could have just gained a friend. Though I got the blow end of whatever has happened to her that made her this way, maybe she had some negative experiences. Maybe she has some attachment issues. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm definitely not hers. And I have no idea why she was doing what she was doing. But yeah, that's the story time. Sometimes people suck. And just remember, like, you don't know what they went through that made them like that. I mean, you just have no idea what people are walking around with on their hearts. And the only thing you can do is just try to understand that there's something you don't know that's making them act the ways they are. Is have a good evening, and I wish you all well. Bye.